she cried herself to sleep almost every night. Her mother told her that she was a failure. Her younger sisters got married before her. They got jobs before her and got celebrated before her. Everyone had given up on Gloria. Everyone except God. Stay with me because this story will remind you that delay is not denial. Have you ever felt like your life started late? Like everyone else knows what to do, but you are still confused in life? Others are moving forward, doing big things, achieving goals, and you are standing in one place? This is the story of Gloria, the firstborn who felt forgotten by destiny. Gloria was a 35-year-old woman. In her neighborhood, that number had meaning. At 35, a woman was expected to have life all figured out. A good source of income, a home, and with husband and children. But Gloria still slept in her childhood room in her parents' house. The same small room with the same old window that refused to close properly during raining season. And every day it felt like life was passing her by. In the mornings, she woke up before everyone. She swept the compound, boiled water and prepared breakfast quietly. Every day, her mother reminds her that she's not good enough. Look at your younger ones, she says. See how they are moving forward, eh? What are you even doing with your life, Gloria? The words are simple, but they hurt her deeply. From childhood, her younger sisters, Joma and Dorcas, were shining stars. They brought home good grades and the whole house celebrated. Gloria, on the other hand, struggled with her grades. And when she enters into the university, she believed that her life would finally change. She worked hard, read and prayed before every exam. But when the results came out, they were always just okay. Not bad, but not great nor excellent. Not something that makes people clap for her. When Gloria finally graduated after 4 years of struggling through receipts and sleepless nights, she thought her life would be better in a flash. But after school, a real battle began. She applied for jobs, big companies, good companies, companies she dreamed about. During interviews, Gloria sat quietly, holding her file tightly to her chest. When it was her turn, she would walk in and smile. She answered their questions politely. Yes, sir. Yes, ma. I'm very hardworking and I'm ready to learn. I'm a fast learner. After each interview, she walks out with hope in her heart. For the next few days, she kept checking her phone again and again with hope that they will call her back. When the email comes, she opens it quickly, holding her breath. And there it is. We regret to inform you. The word regret, she had seen it many times. Sometimes she just stares at the screen in silence. No tears, no words, just a heavy heart. After a while, she slowly drops her phone. She irons her jacket again, gets ready for the next regret. One evening, Gloria had just returned from another long day of job hunting with hurting feet and dusty shoes. As she entered the compound, she heard loud laughter from inside the sitting room. She paused for a while. Her younger sister Dorcas was jumping up and down. "Mama," she screamed. "They called me, I got the job, I got it, Mama." Their mother screamed with joy. "You got it? That big company?" "Yes, Mama. They said I should resume on Monday." Their mother clapped her hands loudly. "My daughter, my smart daughter, I knew you would make me proud." Gloria stood at the door quietly, holding her bag without making any sound. "Sister, I got the job. Can you believe it?" Gloria smiled in excitement. "That's wonderful news, Dorcas. I'm so happy for you." Their mother turned and looked at Gloria. "Do you hear that?" she said sharply. Your sister just finished school and already got a job. Gloria nodded slowly. That's good, Mama. But her mother was not done. Look at you, she continued. You finished before her years ago, yet nothing to even show for. Not even a serious job offer. The room became quiet. Dorcas stopped smiling. Mama, Dorcas tried to speak, but their mother raised her hand. No, let me talk to her. Maybe today she will hear. She faced Gloria directly. Your sister is focused, she's serious, and she knows what she wants. And that is why doors are opening for her. Gloria's face fell. Her fingers tightened around her handbag. But I've been trying to, Mama, she said softly. Trying? Her mother replied quickly. For how many years have you been trying? Trying without result is not trying, it is failure. She looked at Gloria from head to toe. You are still here every day eating free food, sleeping without paying any bills. I went for interview today, she said quietly. And did you get it? Her mother replied. Gloria hesitated for a moment. Her mother shook her head slowly. You see? This is the difference. Some children carry grace, others, I don't even know what they carry. Her mother's words stung like a bee. That evening, while the house celebrated her sister's success, Gloria slipped quietly into her room and closed the door gently. She sat on her small bed and removed her shoes slowly. Her feet were tired, but her heart was more tired. She could hear her mother telling neighbors proudly, my last baby just got a job in a big company. She was happy for her sister. She truly was, but the comparison hurt more than she wanted to admit. She replayed her mother's words in her head. Trying without results is failure. Some children carry grace. Her chest began to hurt. She laid down on her bed and turned to face the wall. At first, she tried to be strong, but she was not fine. Tears began to roll down her face quietly. She covered her mouth with her hand so no one would hear her cry. God, she whispered, am I really not good enough? Why does it look like everyone is ahead of me? I am happy for my sister, I really am, but everyone sees me as a failure. Am I really a failure? Am I the problem? She squeezed her eyes shut. She wanted to stop crying, but the tears kept coming. She cried for the interviews that failed. She cried for the comparisons and cried for the way she felt invisible in her own family. She turned her face into the pillow so her sobs would not be heard. Please, God, don't forget me, she whispered weakly. Slowly, her crying became softer. Her breathing became heavier and her pillow was wet. Gloria cried herself to sleep. The next morning, Gloria stood in front of the small mirror in her room, adjusting her only black blazer. She quickly left the house quietly before her mother could start the usual morning speech. The street was busy, buses were shouting for passengers and hawkers were calling out loudly. The heat from the sun was very hot and intense. She moved from one office building to another, asking the same question. Good morning, please, are you employing? Some security men waved her away before she even finished talking. Drop your CV, we'll call you if anything comes up. For now, we are not employing now. Her legs began to ache. Her stomach was empty, but she kept walking. Around noon, she saw a small but neat company building. The glass doors were shining, and there was a small sign outside. Receptionist needed. Her heart jumped. She stood there for a moment staring at the words. She almost did not believe it. She walked in slowly. The office smelled of air freshener and new furniture. The environment looked serious. A woman sat at the front desk typing on a computer. "Good afternoon, ma," Gloria said politely. The woman looked up. "Yes? I saw your sign outside for receptionist," she said. The woman studied her face for a few seconds. "Do you have your CV with you?" "Yes, ma." She handed it over with slightly shaking hands. The woman stood up. "Wait here," she said. Gloria sat down. Her heart was beating loudly. She could almost hear it. After a few minutes, a man in a suit came out. "You are here for the receptionist role, right?" he asked. "Yes, sir." "Can you speak good English?" "Yes, sir," she said. "Can you use a computer?" "Yes, sir." "Are you polite and patient?" She nodded. "Very much, sir." He exchanged a glance with the woman at the front desk. Then he said the words she had been praying to hear for years. "Okay, you can start on Monday," he said. Gloria blinked. "Sir, start?" "Yes, you are employed." For a moment, she forgot how to breathe. "Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir." She stepped outside. Finally, something worked. She imagined going home and telling her mother. The woman from the front desk called her from behind. "Wait, you need to hear the terms and conditions and our work schedules." Gloria turned around quickly. She went back in. He sat her down again. The man cleared his throat. "You will be working 6 days a week, Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Her smile faded slightly. "Sir, 6 days?" "Yes, Sunday only is free." She nodded slowly. "And the salary is 30,000 naira per month." The room suddenly felt smaller. 30,000? She repeated softly. "Yes, that is what we pay our new staff." Her mind started calculating. Transport fare every day, feeding, small support at home. What will 30,000 naira do? And working from morning till evening, 6 days a week. Her heart sank. "Sir, is there opportunity for an increase in salary?" "We will review that after 1 year," he said. She forced a smile. "Okay, sir, I will think about it." She stepped outside again. This time the sun felt hotter. 30,000 naira after university and after all the struggles. Tears gathered in her eyes, but she wiped them quickly. "No," she whispered to herself. "I deserve better." She went home quietly. That evening, her mother was in the sitting room with her sisters. "Where are you coming from?" her mother asked sharply. "I went for an interview," Gloria replied. "And?" "I got it," she said. Her sisters looked in surprise. "That's very good." Her mother's eyes narrowed. "How much is the pay?" Gloria hesitated for a moment. 30,000 naira, ma." The room became silent. Then her mother laughed out loudly. 30,000 for 6 days in a week? And from morning till night? Gloria looked down. "I didn't accept it yet," she said. Her mother's face changed instantly. "You did what?" "I said I want to think about it." "Think about what?" her mother snapped. "Are you mad? You that have been sitting here eating free food." "Mama, the pay is too small." Her mother stood up. "Too small? For who? For you? Who is feeding you? Who has been paying for lights? And who is paying for water?" Gloria felt her throat tightened. Her mother continued. Her voice was sharp but controlled. "You are already a burden in this house. At least, bring something, even if it is small." Her sisters tried to calm the situation. "Mama, let her decide what she wants." But her mother shook her head. No, since she thinks she's too big for 30,000, she can also be too big to stay in my house. The words hang in the air. From next month, her mother continued, you must contribute in this house. I don't care how, or you find somewhere else to stay. That night, Gloria laid in bed staring at the ceiling. Tears rolled down her ears into her hair. God, she whispered, is this what my life has become? Should I shrink myself just to survive? Lord, your word says in Jeremiah 29 verse 11, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Father, where is that future? Will this be my future? I am tired of being laughed at. I am tired of feeling small, but Lord, I don't want to shrink myself just to survive. I don't want to become bitter. Help me, Lord. She closed her eyes and tears streamed down. The next morning, with swollen eyes and a tired heart, she picked up her phone and dialed the company's number. Her voice was small. Good morning, sir. I am calling about the receptionist job. Frustration had pushed her to the edge, and staying at home meant daily humiliation. Her siblings were doing well. Her brother even sent money home. She didn't hate her siblings. She was happy for them. But deep down, she prayed for the day her own story would also bring joy to the house. Several months passed and Gloria continued trusting God. She attended church programs and even cleaned the church. She wiped the chairs and sang in the choir. One Saturday afternoon, a suitor came to ask for her younger sister's hand, Chioma, in marriage. The compound was filled with laughter. Her mother danced like someone who had won a lottery. Then she turned to Gloria and said, go inside and cook. Make yourself useful. The words were soft but they cut deep. Gloria cooked. She served drinks. She knelt to greet the guests. On the traditional marriage day, the whole compound woke up early. Women from their area were already outside before sunrise, tying wrapper and covering their hair. Pots were placed on fire. Chairs were arranged in rows and canopies were fixed in front of the house. My daughter is getting married, she said. My daughter has made me proud. Relatives began to arrive. Aunties and uncles, even cousins arrived. Inside the room, her sister Chioma sat while the makeup artist worked on her face. Gold jewelry glittered on her neck and her gele was held high and proud. Gloria walked in softly. Chioma, you look so beautiful, she said. Chioma smiled. Thank you, sister. For a brief moment, there was silence between them. Then their mother entered. Gloria, what are you doing here? Guests are outside and you are standing here like decoration. Mama, I just came to greet Chioma. Go and check the coolers. Make sure the meat is enough. Don't let them embarrass me. Gloria nodded and left. Outside, people whispered, isn't she the elder sister? Someone replied, yes, so, but you know, God's time is different. During the reception, people danced. One auntie came to Gloria and said, it's your turn soon, no, eh? Don't worry, yours will come one day. Gloria smiled, but in her heart, she thought, how is that even possible? She has no relationship, no man in her life, and at 35, she had no serious man approaching her. The fear of being single and lonely forever crept into her heart. That night, after the guests left and her sister has left with her husband, she entered her room and looked into the mirror. She did not look ugly. She did not look cursed. But yet, she felt invisible. Months passed and news came again. Her second younger sister, the last born, Dorcas, was also getting married. This time, the wedding was even bigger. Dorcas' fiancé was welding, and the introduction ceremony alone was grand. They rented a big hall. Their mother could barely contain her happiness. Her 2 daughters are getting married within a short period of time. She boasted to anyone who would listen. God has indeed blessed me, she said. Gloria stood behind the curtain, adjusting chairs that did not need adjusting. One of her cousins came close and whispered carelessly, "You better hurry up, eh? Look at your younger ones all getting married, eh? Don't be different." Gloria was 35, but in her mother's eyes, she was treated like a 12-year-old. One Sunday afternoon, her 2 younger sisters who got married came visiting. Their cars stopped in front of the compound. They came with their husbands. They also came bearing gifts. Her mother ran out with pride. "My daughters are here, the ones that are doing well." Gloria stood at the doorway watching quietly. She was the firstborn, but she felt like a visitor in her own home. Gloria stepped forward and greeted her sisters. "Gloria," her mother called sharply, "why are you still standing there like a statue? Go to the kitchen and serve your sisters. Can't you see that they are tired?" Her younger sisters laughed lightly and said, "It's okay, Mama, she doesn't have to." But their mother shook her head. "No, let her serve, at least she should be useful." After Gloria finished serving everyone, she decided to dish a small portion for herself. And just as she dipped the spoon into the pot to take a piece of meat, her mother's voice thundered from behind. "Hey, what are you doing?" Gloria froze. "I just want to take some food, Mama." Her mother walked closer and looked into the pot. "Some? When you did not contribute 1 naira, your sisters are the ones sending money. They are the ones stocking this house, and you want to take the best meat?" Gloria's chest tightened. "Mama, I also work too." Her mother's voice became cold. "Work? If you were useful, will you still be in my house at your age? Look at your younger ones. They are married, successful and responsible. And you?" She paused and shook her head. "Sometimes I wonder why God gave me such a daughter." The words did not shout. "Instead of bringing husband and instead of bringing money, you only bring shame. Even neighbors are asking me questions. At 35, what exactly are you waiting for?" Gloria could not breathe properly. She carried a small plate of food without meat and walked quietly to her room. She sat on her bed. Tears rolled down her cheeks silently. She did not cry loudly anymore. She had learned to cry without a sound. "God," she whispered. Psalm 39 verse 19 says, "Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivered him out of them all." I don't understand my afflictions, but Lord, I need your mercy. Please deliver me, Lord. The day came when everything changed. One Monday evening, Gloria was standing at a bus stop after work, tired and thinking about her life. The car stopped. "Gloria, is that you?" It was Kemi, her old university friend. They talked, they laughed, and they exchanged phone numbers. "What are you doing now?" Kemi asked. She smiled shyly. "I'm just managing. You know, I work as a receptionist in a small company 2 buildings from here," she pointed. "Give me your CV," Kemi said lightly. They shared contact and hugged. "Send me your CV as soon as you get home. Please don't forget," Kemi said as they parted ways. Gloria did not want to hope again. She had hoped too many times before. But that night, she sent it, and 2 weeks later, her phone rang. She was invited for an interview at a big company. She almost did not go because fear told her that she would fail again. Or something inside her said, "Try one more time." 3 days later, she got a mail from the same company. She got the job. The salary was 10 times more than what she had ever earned. Gloria sat on her bed. She did not shout. She just cried and gave thanks to God. When she told her family, they were all surprised. 6 months later, Gloria moved into her own apartment, and for the first time in her life, she bought furniture with her own money. She sent money home quietly. Life slowly began to change. And at her new office, she worked hard and people respected her. Her ideas were heard. And there, she met Daniel. Daniel was very kind and calm. He noticed how she always stayed back to finish her work. One afternoon, he said softly, "You are very strong, you know." She smiled. "You don't know my story, Daniel." Daniel is one of the co-founders of the company Gloria worked for. Daniel and Gloria became very close. He listened to her. He was kind to her, and months turned into friendship. Their friendship blossomed into love, but this time it was peaceful. No confusion and no games. One evening, Daniel visited her parents' house. He came with his family. Gloria's mother sat in shock. The same neighbors who once mocked her were peeping through the windows. This time, Gloria was not in the kitchen hiding tears. She was sitting in the living room glowing. Then Daniel and his family asked for Gloria's hand in marriage. Her mother was surprised. Her mouth went quiet. Later that night, Gloria's mother came into her room, and for the first time in years, she spoke softly. "I am proud of you. I'm sorry for how I treated you all these years." Gloria forgave everyone who said hurtful things to her, not because they deserve it, but because she wanted to be at peace. On her marriage day, as she sat beside her husband, she remembered every scripture she had prayed, and she understood something powerful. God was never late. He was only preparing her. He was shaping her heart. And when the time was right, He made everything beautiful. Your waiting season is not a sign that God has forgotten you. It is a sign that He is preparing you. The most beautiful diamonds go through the most pressure, and the most powerful testimonies comes from the most painful seasons. To everyone watching this, if your family had compared you and made you feel invisible, keep going. If your peers are getting married and celebrated while you still wait, keep going. If you had cried yourself to sleep more times than you can count, keep going, because your time is coming. Isaiah 60 verse 22 says, "When the time is right, I, the Lord, make it happen." If this story blessed you, please share it with someone in their waiting season today. Your share might be the one thing that stops them from giving up. God bless you for watching.